Getting recruited isn't all about talent. It's about having the right strategy. Today, I'm sitting down with Earhart and his parents, Kevin and Teresa, to talk about his journey, the progress he's made in my program, and the steps we're taking to maximize his recruiting opportunities. Over the past few months, we worked on his strength, athleticism, and his mental approach to the game. But one of the biggest game changers, building his life skills. And if you want results just like this for your player, go down below in the description to book a call.
He would just share his stories of the kids asking him, what did you do? And his one answer was one word: Evan.
If you just want to improve it's an overall great program to improve your metrics, mental approach, your velocity, and your outreaching strategies. Because there's a ton of players I know that are way better than me that had zero offers because they don't know how to reach out to coaches.
For me, I would say it's more of an educational lesson in not only the baseball journey, but like I said, the professional, and it's like a job training, if you will, life baseball journey training.
Definitely, if you're definitely looking to play in the next level, it's a must-have.
My biggest takeaway that I've seen is that he's actually been gifted skills to be in the professional realm, not just this journey.
My velo off the mound's like 75 beforehand. Now I think I'm topping like 82.
All right, here we have Earhart. Earhart, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Earhart Klosterman. I'm class of 2025 senior from San Maria, California.
What positions do you play?
Oh, yeah. I'm a pitcher and an outfielder.
My gosh. And you also play a little bit of water polo as well.
Yeah, and water polo.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. And we're accompanied by Kevin and Teresa, Earhart's parents.
Yes.
So before joining into my program, Earhart, just talk about, your overall experience. Like, what was baseball like for you?
Before program, it was more like I was just frantically going to weight room and doing whatever I felt like. I had no plan, to be honest, but I just knew I was working hard in the wrong areas, to say the least. And I feel like I wasn't really getting much, considering I still wasn't really getting much playing time on my high school team anyways.
And what did that lead to ultimately mentally? Like, where were you at before joining in?
So I had ups and downs with confidence a lot. Like, I knew what I could do, but in the game, I started getting jitters and I lose confidence in the games a lot more before I joined, for sure.
Teresa, Kevin, like, would you guys want to add in a little bit as far as like your guys' perspective?
I mean, personally, I've seen the growth mentally and physically explode. It's harder for him to see, but from work, when I go to work 12 hours a day and I come home, I get to see him play on a weekend. It's humongous. So I think it's harder. It's even more hard to see it in ourselves. And I'm just really optimistic for the future for him.
I'd say I think that for me, I feel his confidence has definitely gotten more. It's definitely strengthened and solidified. I feel like he's come into actually a different kind of confidence where, you might say, oh, that kid is going to be something someday. Like, this is just an example. That kid's going to be something someday. You should probably get his autograph now. And Earhart will have that mentality that he'll be like, yeah, well, they should get mine too, kind of thing. And I wouldn't have never heard that maybe in the years past. So, and he feels a lot more confident with his understanding of how to reach out to people. And that goes with the skills that he's going to need in life. So you've given him those tools. And so that's what I think my biggest takeaway that I've seen is that he's actually been gifted skills to be in the professional realm, not just this journey. So that's great.
No, that was awesome. Honestly, it feels like I'm about to cry right now. Because that's what my program is, right? And sometimes that's what I tell people. It's not just about baseball. It's about these skills like beyond it. But Earhart, talk to me a little bit about it. Like, do you know any of your metrics going into the program, whether it was, like any specific areas that you remember just knowing that you were lacking?
Yeah, I think my 60 time before was like a 7.2. Now it's like a 6.9, 6.8 almost. My exit velo before I don't think it was anything over 76 miles an hour. Right now, I have no idea, but I know it's a lot more than that. My velo off the mound's like 75 beforehand. Now I think I'm topping like 82.
6 or 8 mile an hour increase?
Yeah, I think it's mostly I mostly polish up my mechanics. That's mainly the reason for sure. So
That's exciting, dude. Congratulations. That's huge. I didn't know it was that much. That's definitely a good amount in a short period of time. What would you say is the reason for that?
um a lot of the reason would be your like more of the mobility routine that I followed almost every day. Your lifting programs I followed when I didn't have team lifts, and watching a lot of the pitching videos for stretches and rolling out your arm and all that and mentality and stuff for sure.
Before joining in, like, were there any areas that your coaches kind of discussed with you that you knew you needed to improve in?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, to be honest, my coach doesn't really communicate with me as much beforehand, but I they kind of hinted at my arm strength and my fielding being a little bit, and my arm velo. Basically, all my arm just wasn't very developed. That's what they're pretty much hinting at.
And what's baseball like now?
Feels good. Feels good. I feel extremely confident and ready for anything. And anytime I get in that bat, I know. Like my last at bat, pinch hit, came in, hit a double. Super felt super easy with me. My approach it feels really good right now. My fielding's gotten a lot better. I feel like I'm throwing a lot harder from the outfield right now and pitching.
Before joining in, were you ever on a remote training program before?
No.
So like, what was your overall experience throughout the remote training style?
It was good. It was a lot more convenient to just have stuff to pull up to do in the moment, because there were times where I was like, I feel like I haven't really done anything, but I don't know what to do, so I just pull it up on my phone. So I'm like, okay, I could just do this, so I don't feel like I didn't do anything. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier than having to text somebody and go over to like a gym or ask somebody what to do. Than just pull up videos or a program for sure.
What helped you guys take that next step of actually joining into the program?
A lot of it was my lack of knowledge of reaching out to college coaches and lack of I guess strength and confidence in my game. Because I was definitely down in confidence after not really playing much high school baseball my first 3 years. So
It's his passion. I would say the kid has got a lot of passion. And I would say at this point, most, if not all, very high percentage of the boys that he originally started with have dropped out. But it's just that one word that I feel is Earhart's strongest motivation tool. It's the passion for the game, because he lives, eats, and breathes it. I was just watching him bat baseballs in the dark the other night by the light of his phone. I don't know anybody that does that. But when he started with this program, he didn't really know what to do. We didn't know what to do. He knows he wants to play in college. And maybe most fanatic parents know, or they know somebody, or they have some sort of connection. But we felt we needed to give him some sort of help in that regard. And we need it too, because we don't know how to bring him to the next level. And we felt like that was our responsibility as his parents, and his passion and his love for the game. We needed to give him that booster step. So that's what brought us to the table. Earhart's passion is what helped.
Earhart, talk to, let's say there's a player that's considering joining into my program. You talk to that player real quick on any advice on what's to come.
Yeah, I would tell him that, yeah, it definitely, if you're definitely looking to play in the next level, it's a must have for sure. A lot of emailing techniques, your mobility routine. If you just want to improve it's an overall great program to improve your metrics, mental approach, your velocity, and your outreaching strategies. Because there's a ton of players I know that are way better than me that had zero offers because they don't know how to reach out to players or coaches. Sorry.
And then Kevin, talk to another dad out there that might be obviously a little bit skeptical on how does remote training even work and things like that. Talk to, a parent that's watching this video right now and maybe, is considering joining in. What would you tell them?
I mean, Earhart and I's journey is a little, I don't know if it's unique. It's probably not, but with him learning from you how to reach out to other coaches and get to know them on a little bit of a personal level, and then get invited out to prospect camps, it gave us the ability to go to different prospect camps because we've been to probably 10, closer to the 10 in the last through starting in like June through the fall, which the whole experience was awesome. And we just got to have one-on-one time, and see different boys at other camps. But anyways, he was able to, watching him walk up to the coaches and shake their hand and thank them for the time, and come home and email them and thank them again, and I really loved the campus tour. I loved your facilities, and it was genuine. I highly doubt that 10% of those boys did any of that. And that's what made him stick out, with a few of the coaches. They reached back out to him. So that's great. And I mean, and this is from somebody that's been struggling. It's been a complete battle for him to get playing time at all. And it's not that anyone's better than any of the kids. All these kids are on the team for a reason. It's just, so for him to get any kind of attention still at this point, it's all worked. So we thank you.
It sounds like a lot of it came down to like the professionalism and like some of these off the field things that, like, yes, throwing harder helps, hitting the ball harder helps, but understanding these little things. And I just talk in my mind. One of my students asked me what they should wear to a college visit, right? Like how unique of a question that is in first place. But these little things that I think from just you telling that story helps in Earhart's overall experience. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Awesome. And Teresa, as far as you talk to maybe another mom that is on the fence, joining their son into the program, what would you say?
I would say pretty much the same as what Kevin said, but I would just add to that, the actual conversations that Earhart had with some of these kids. I mean, they're kind of amazed that not amazed, that was probably a wrong word, but they're happy and surprised that he actually got somebody to reach out to them because, like I said, they don't know how to approach these. So for me, I would say it's more of an educational lesson in not only the baseball journey, but like I said, the professional, and it's like a job training, if you will, life baseball journey training. There's nothing in this journey that is not going to help him in some way, whether it be baseball or in his professional career, because it's exactly what we have to do with when we go and seek job employment, right? Mm-hmm. We reach out, we wonder if we're going to wear the right outfit, if we have to send a thank you letter for the interview, all of that. So he's just going to be exceptionally that much better at it. So but that's I would just share his stories of the kids asking him, what did you do? And his one answer was one word: Evan. That was what we did. So that's worth, that's just one word. So it's worth it all.